Hello again. This is Bob Barrow down at the Wichita Falls Art Association, and we're going to have another conversation with an artist. Today we're going to do it a little bit different because Rita Dieterichs here has been around the association since about 2001. So she has been a member for a long time. So we're going to talk a little bit about her art and a little bit about the Art Association since we've been here 70 plus years. Now, Rita, where are you from and a little bit about your background?
I grew up in Alney, which is only about 40 miles from here. When I graduated from high school, I moved to Fort Worth, and while there, I was working, and I met my husband, Ed, at church. He was in the Air Force. He was a sergeant, and things developed between us, and we got married a year later, and we moved around quite a bit after that. But when it came time to retire, we retired in Wichita Falls because we just liked the community so much, and we were living in the Metroplex, so we found it a lot more appealing over here in Wichita Falls, and our daughter lives here too, and our daughter and her family.
Oh, well now, traveling around all around, you saw a lot. So what type of medium do you generally do when you do art?
I have painted with watercolors and acrylics, but I have settled on oils. I like painting with oils very much, and so everything I do now is oils.
All right, now what led you to become, being from Alney, what led you to become an artist?
When I was in high school, we did not have an art course as such like most high schools have now. But I saw a painting of a Hawaiian sunset, and I thought it was so beautiful that ever since then I wanted to produce something as lovely as that was. So I just gradually got into painting. At first I painted with paint by number because that was popular back then. That kind of dates me, I know, but that was satisfying and fun to me. But eventually I wanted to paint it on my own, and so at some point I did start, bought the paints and start painting.
Self-taught artist. Now where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, maybe we'll see a picture in a magazine or somewhere, and since we traveled a lot, I took lots of pictures at different places where we lived. We lived in Puerto Rico, and we lived in the Azores, and we lived in Arizona, and we lived in Colorado. So I have a huge collection of photographs.
Okay, well you said you moved back here to Wichita and you got involved, became a member around 2001. What would you like to tell people about the Art Association, how it's impacted your life?
Well, the Art Association has meant a lot to me because I felt alone before I became a member. So after I became a member, we had our monthly meetings and got together for different projects, and we had the Home and Garden Show every spring or February, I think it is. So I just found it real encouraging to see other artists work and to associate with other artists.
How neat. I get a little emotional when I hear that because having been a teacher and knowing what the arts can do for people, it's a community. And you don't have to be an artist to get involved. You don't have to be an artist to, Rita might rub off on you. But if you come down, you can join. You can get in part of all the energy is going in Wichita Falls, and that's in any of the arts. If you see Rita out, she volunteers down here. You can come down and volunteer. Ask her about it because she's got a lot of stuff to tell you. We thank you again, and come down and see us at the Wichita Falls Art Association Gallery. Thank you.